what could EXP possibly offer me? I'm not paying anybody. Why would I pay anybody? Why would I do that? And I think when it comes to team leaders and independent broker owners, it's really three things, right? It's three things that keep you from considering EXP or even taking a look at it. It's everything that I had into. My prize for them being successful was that they would become my competition. But they also removed that glass ceiling that my agent had at my brokerage, where now if my agent outgrew my brokerage and wanted to do more, I could help them do more and still be part of that career journey, even if it meant them leaving and starting their own thing within the EXP platform.
So you came to EXP from being an independent broker, right?
Yeah.
So I'm an independent broker. I don't want to lose my brand identity.
Yeah.
Why should I even consider coming to hang out with you at EXP, John?
Yeah. Well, I didn't consider it. And, people came to me for years and were like, EXP. And I was like, I don't understand how EXP could make sense for me. Like mind you, I have an independent brokerage that's operating at an extremely high and successful level. It's mine, I built it. Like, what could EXP possibly offer me? I'm not paying anybody. Why would I pay anybody? Why would I do that? And for a number of years, it was about 4 years, I just wasn't even open to hearing about the opportunity. And I think when it comes to team leaders and independent broker owners, it's really three things, right? It's three things that keep you from considering EXP or even taking a look at it. It's, hey, I've got this brand, I don't want to give this brand up. It's, hey, I don't want to lose any control. Right now, I'm the one and only decision maker in this entity. And a lot of that's an identity thing, and we can get into that. And then the third thing is the math doesn't math. And that was all three of those were true for me. It was like, wait, I built this brand, I love this brand. This brand is like my child, right? It's my business child. Why would I give that up to go to EXP? And what I didn't realize then that I know now is that EXP didn't want me to give that brand up. They actually wanted to highlight that brand. They just wanted to be the platform that I put that brand on. And by them being the platform, I immediately got more scale, less liability. They took over all the liability, full brokerage support, and I now had a platform that would allow me to grow much better. And more importantly, it was better for my agents. So these are some of the things that we help team leaders and broker owners unpack. And what I always tell people is like, look, if you do your due diligence, you'll make the best decision for you. But a lot of times we don't even do the due diligence because we think we know, and that was my case, and I didn't know anything. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to like giving up control, EXP lets me do anything that's legal within the state. So, I always say like EXP is protecting me from myself, because if there's anything they say I can't do, it's because it's not legal in my state. Like, they're not trying to put any kind of barriers on our success. Again, they're trying to be a platform to highlight and really rise up our success. So that was cool. And then the math doesn't math is really just people getting a proper understanding, because they'll hear about like, well, at EXP, isn't there like a cap and a split and like some fees? And it's like, yeah, there are, but for teams and broker ownages that come over, there's some like cost savings there for them. Mm-hmm. But when you understand and truly, take in all of the technology and all the offering that EXP has put together, which under our current leadership of Leo Perea is absolutely amazing. I mean, he's worked deals with companies that have never given these kind of deals before. We're able to offer agents, in a lot of cases, hundreds if not thousands of dollars worth of technology for a fraction of what they were paying. So like when I'm sitting down with a broker owner, I might be like, hey, how are you running your business? What tools, what tech are you using? And come to find out, hey, they're already using the tech that we offer, and we could help them save a lot of money. Mm. And I always say like—
So what do you mean by that specifically?
Yeah, so like a good, for instance, is, maybe you're running a CRM that also has like a front-end IDX site, mm-hmm. and you're with a provider right now, and it happens to be one of the providers that we offer a discount through. You might be paying X up here, and we already have a deal that if you were to come over to EXP, we could drop that cost in half or less. Really? So these are just different things that we do when we're doing proper due diligence with somebody. Is like, hey, my goal is not to sell you EXP. My goal is to understand, where are you right now in your career arc? What are you trying to accomplish? And is there an opportunity to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, to go from here to here? Is there an opportunity to do that through EXP with our help in a way that you feel is going to be easier and faster than the path that you're currently on. And like when I took a look at it and I understood, okay, you know, one of my biggest pain points as a broker owner was that I would bring agents in, oftentimes with no experience, and I would bring those agents in, I would train them up, I would give them opportunities, I would help them sell, and lo and behold, they would become successful. And you know, they might have like 1 year where it's like, I've never made this much money. And then the second year they double that again. And all of a sudden life change happens, you know, your confidence goes up, you know, your capabilities go up, you learn new skills. And then all of a sudden you start believing more about what's possible for yourself than maybe you did early on. And now all of a sudden you want what I have, what I brought you into. And in my old model, the mechanism for that didn't exist. So they would just leave and become my competition. So people that I had poured, you know, everything that I had into, my prize for them being successful was that they would become my competition. And what I think is amazing about EXP, and when I really grasped this is when everything like changed for me, is that EXP gave me a better opportunity and it gave my agent a better opportunity. And what I mean by that is it gave me an ability to bring agents in, help them, coach them, train them even better than I could by myself, because I now had the full support of this platform and everything that goes with it. But they also removed that glass ceiling that my agent had at my brokerage, where now if my agent outgrew my brokerage and wanted to do more, I could help them do more and still be part of that career journey, even if it meant them leaving and starting their own thing within the EXP platform. And that's been amazing for me. It's been so rewarding to not only bring people in and help them while they're under my umbrella, but help them create their own umbrella and really take them to the highest potential spot that they achieve to go to. So that's been really cool too.
So John, I have my own brokerage and I love what you're saying, but I just put out $150,000 for signs and, you know, different things for my agents. What am I going to do if I move? I don't want to spend another 150 grand on signs.
Yeah, I mean, look, we run a company where we're always trying to help agents, you know, offset costs and really capitalize on the future. So, you know, if you just spent $150,000 on signs, the first thing I would say is you spent more on signs than anybody I've ever heard of in the history of real estate. So if that number were more what I typically see, which is somewhere between 1,500 and 5,000, we've worked out deals with different marketing and advertising companies where we can probably help you take that signage and get it EXP approved with minimal changes or inexpensive changes to your existing signage, or we'll help you get into new signage and we'll create a pathway for that success. Like, we're very solution oriented over here. And I would say that if that's your scenario, that's specific to you. And what we try to do is holistically take everything into consideration, because at the end of the day, it's what is important to you. If the signage and what you just spent on signage is most important to you, I promise you we can figure out a pathway forward that takes you from where you are to where you want to go. And we'll help you do that in a way that's going to be more beneficial to you in your future than we think you can do on your own. But you'll be ultimately in charge of making that decision.